Hello and what is up, beautiful people? Today would be a training log on what I do on my lower body. I do a posterior chain split um, to, of course, obviously, to alternate between my upper body sessions, and most specifically, I target primarily my posterior chain. As the name suggests, my lower back, my glutes, my hamstrings, a little bit of the calves, but overall, I, what do you call this? Most of the primary target on my posterior chain session is majority of it would be my lower body, and of course, I would add some quadriceps work, some squats, some single leg variations like lunges or split squats, and most of the time, and or sorry, for today's session, what I did was in times where I actually get too fatigued on my first posterior chain, posterior chain session is when my lower back, my grip, my traps are not fully recovered yet. I alternate my hip hinge movement with this variation shown in the video. Smith machine. Good mornings. I know Smith machines get a bad rap from barbell supremacists, but as I continue to learn, adapt, and grow at the gym physically and mentally, I tend to become more open to some exercise variations, leaving no stones unturned, as metaphor by Pioneer on YouTube, wherein being dogmatic is actually the death of the fitness community overall. And here, also, since the lat pull down machines are occupied, I do single lat pull down work. And here, technically, it is maybe what you call an iliac pull down. Maybe not entirely an iliac pull down, but single arm pull downs. I've been implementing them most recently, since my goal is to also get wide. My lats has been a very weak spot ever since I started my fitness. I have overpowering chest, and that makes my upper torso kind of look like Crash Bandicoot. If you know the character of Crash Bandicoot, they have long upper torsos, and my goal is to make my lats as wide as possible, and I prioritize more upper back work, like hitting more of my teres major as well, doing some wide grip pull downs, pull ups, again as shown earlier, some single arm work, and then some heavy hip hinges. I know primarily they target the lower back, but they also the lats, the rhomboids, and a little bit of rear delt work actually helps in assisting hip hinges, and they contribute in the thickness and of course the width, ironically, with doing heavy hip hinges. And here I do some isolation. What I do on my current split is I do my tricep work on my lower body sessions, since I can primarily target and hit my triceps as secondary or assistance secondary muscles on my upper body, because that is where I do my pushing, my vertical, horizontal, and my incline work on the upper body sessions. And I get to hit a little bit of my triceps on my double pullovers ironically, and I always wonder why my triceps are also sore whenever I do pullovers. I don't remember the name of the YouTuber I recently saw where he only trained arms for years and yet he grew his upper body as well, his chest and his back, ironically. And it's because of doing overhead tricep extensions. And technically, um, when I also do overhead tricep extensions, I actually feel my lats more than the lying double pullovers. And as you can see here, I am supersetting Helms rows with some ab work, some leg raises. Since yeah, I forgot these are weighted leg raises since I am also trying to achieve V-sits and some core compression strength from so I can achieve planches and handstands. And actually, I've been seeing a lot of improvements because of doing some of these core workouts. And as you can see, also prioritizing my delts. As you can see, I've been getting wide, and here I do some overhead tricep extensions with cables. And here I try to focus the tension on the long head of the tricep as much as possible, as to not also target my lats because they're super fried from the day before, since I also did upper body session the day before this uh, posterior chain session, and also from doing lots of heavy weighted pull-ups, pull downs. So yeah, also inspired by Jeffrey Verdes Schofield. So that would be it. Thank you for watching and have a good day.